Hi, welcome to this live demo of ADMAN, a web-based administrative tool that handles all office activities suitable for businesses and startups. My name is Taribia Isaac, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can manage all the activities in the office using ADMAN. Alright, so without further ado, I'm going to log into this account and show you how with the admin tool you can manage all your office activities virtually. Let me say that if admin is introduced into your business infrastructure, this whole interface will take a new look. For instance, the logo will be your business logo here, and every other information below will capture your business. So this is a business, this one is customized for this business, and we are going to see how activities are done with the admin. So let me log in to this account. Alright, so this is the admin dashboard customized for this demo. Now, like I said earlier, everything on the dashboard as you see it will carry your business activities when introduced into your business, so it's easily customizable. This is what we will be working with in this live demo. So if it's been integrated into your business, definitely the information and the structure will change. But for this demo, these are what we'll be working on. Even though not all, we'll be working on how to create invoices, receipt and quotes, how to create project, inventory, finance, staff, client, tax, and issues. So we'll see how we can use the admin to manage some essential day-to-day activities carried out almost every office in Nigeria. So in most offices you go to, you see them manually using another software to create invoices, receipt and quotes. But let's see how it's done on admin. So let's say I want to create an invoice. I come here, I click create new invoice / quotes. It is here that I will specify if I want to create an invoice, a receipt, or a quote. Let's say okay, I want to create an invoice. I come here and I give the invoice a title. For instance, I'll say this invoice is for purchase of building materials. The invoice date is today, is auto selected, and this invoice will be due by the end of the month. So currently is on draft. Or if I mean to send this invoice right away, I can update it to sent. Then here is the client name. So I will say client name is Richard Kelly. The client email is kelly@gmail.com, and the address is number 20 Equerry Road. Equerry Port Harcourt. And then what will be on the invoice item. It's maybe since it's building materials, we'll say um, this is for cement, and we are buying the quantity. Let's say we are buying 40 bags. The unit price for one, that is for each bag, is 10,000 naira. You'll see that the total already sums everything. So you see, very easy. And I want to add a second item. I come here, I click add item. I come here, and let's say another item I want to include here is let's say tiles, and then I'm buying 20 cartons, and each of the cartons, it costs 30,000. So you already totals everything. So maybe these are just what I want to include on this invoice, and I want to add tax too. So I say tax is 7.5, and that automatically adds to the summation. So subtotal is 1 million naira because of this and that, and because I added tax is 7.5, that will be 75,000 naira. So that will total 1,075,000 naira. So I have notes. Let's say I want to say any note. I can write anything here. I can write the terms and conditions like full payment, validates, order, and then now on the admin, as we have it now, you can even make this a recurring invoice, which I believe should be covered later. But what this means is, if this invoice will be recurring, that means depending on the frequency, if it's going to be happening weekly or monthly or quarterly or yearly, I can just specify it there. And recurring start from after this one is paid and ends when I want to end it. But this will be a simple invoice, so I don't want to make it recurring. But you see how simple it is. Everything is just there. I'm just filling the basic information. Everything is handled for you, so you know your staff is never going to make a mistake on the total sum of items on an invoice. So everything is automated, everything is well programmed to just give you the expected output. So I'm going to create this invoice. Okay, so the invoice has been created successfully. Now see the template. Everything is appearing very good. You get, everything is appearing very good. And now I can still edit, I can duplicate, I can download, I can delete. And you see that the business information is right here, who we are billing to is right here, status of the invoice, all the items, VAT, and everything. If I add notes will still appear, and everything is just in order. And we're going to copy this invoice code. Go to see what we can do with it later. So now we can download this invoice and send it to whoever I want to send it, attach it to an email or even on WhatsApp. You can just add the invoice and send. So my download is successful, so we can now open it. Okay, so here is the invoice we just created. It's looking it. So the it's very rare to have invoices that are this good looking. Everything is in order, nothing is distorted. So that's how easy to create invoices on ADMAN. Now, if you want to create maybe something else, let's say receipt or quote. So this is invoice, but the same way you can create quotes and receipt, just the same way. So you can come back here, and if let's say I want to create a quote this time, and I just need to change it to quotes and fill in every information as I did earlier, and yeah, you create it. So this will we output as a quote, not an invoice. So let's say I have so many invoices and I want to look up just one of them, maybe the one I created last. So you just need to come here. Remember, I copied the invoice code. I just paste it here. Come here and search, and to filter all the invoices and just give me the particular one I need, which is this one, which I can now view to be sure. And yeah, this is the one I created. So the same way, no matter the number of invoices you have, you can always search, filter, and you can even filter by just reoccurring or by status. I want to see all the sent invoices. I want to see just invoices but sent. Anyhow you want to filter them to give you what you want. So this is for invoices, receipts, quotes. So I go to project. Let's say my company will work on projects, and I want to have data for all my projects. So I can come create a new project and give this project a name. What was the project? We say installation of solar panel. This project type is under, since it's solar installation, as I say, so this is solar installation. The client name is Mr. Uche, and the client phone number is 0967. Client email, if I want to have a client, enter the, if I also want to capture the client email, let's say uche at gmail.com. Oh, sorry, uche at gmail.com. And status, we are still planning, in progress. Let's say this project is in progress. It starts, this project will start on the 28th and end probably March 1st. The budget for this project is, let's say, 300,000. Is that 300,000? Actual cost is 1 million. The location is Port Harcourt. Now, if I have admin staff already on my on the dashboard or on this account, and I want to assign this project to someone, I will find all my admin staff here. I can assign it to any one of them, but that is optional. I can also track the project, the progress status of the project here. I'll leave that empty and give it a full description, give it note, add pictures of the project if it is already ongoing. And when I'm okay with all the information, I can go ahead and create this project. So if, for instance, your business has projects and you want to keep track of all your projects, um, admin gives you ability to do just that. So, and if your project data takes a different structure, we can align everything to suit your business structure. Now we come to inventory. Now inventory is common in every company, and there are a lot of tools out there to just for inventory management. And most times they don't have invoice management or other stuff. So that is why ADMAN is suitable for almost every business in Nigeria, because you are using one course to cover for so many. So on ADMAN, you also have the ability to manage your inventory, your stock. So let's say, and because multiple users can be added, a staff can just be responsible for managing inventory, another one for this, another one for this, and they are all working in sync, and every data is being viewed in real time. So let's say we buy, okay, let's say we bought a table. This is optional. It will be auto populated, and table is under, let's say, let's say I want to put it under office supplies, and the categories too. You can always I'll show you where to create new categories. And if we have suppliers, I have just one supplier, so you can also add your suppliers. So this was supplied by this individual. We bought just one. The unit price, the unit is in pieces, so the unit price is, if it is packs, you can come here maybe for items that comes in packs or sachets, or anyone can just specify that there. Or I will leave it as pieces in this case, and then I give it the unit price as a 20,000. Minimum stock level, I'll leave that one default. Purchase date, we bought it today. Location, where is this item located? Say the office reception. That's where we'll find this item. Is it consumable? No. If it's consumable, then the system will check this as consumable, but table is not consumable. And I can give it a description, describe the table, it's red, color, and the rest. Then I can create this entry. Okay, now these are where we enter our suppliers. So just have one. I can create more suppliers. These are the categories we have. I can create more categories and transaction. Now, in businesses, entering an item into your inventory table is one thing now, but tracking who those items were assigned to is one of the most difficult things. So with this tool, you can track all your items. So where they are, who wasn't given to, who handled it last. So I want to create a transaction so that you understand what I'm saying. Now I have to select an item. Yeah. When I have a table, I have a laptop and a table which I just entered. So this table, I want to create a transaction for it, meaning the transaction type is assignment. It was assigned to someone. If it is a returning, I can maybe say it's been returned back to stock. Maybe I assigned it previously and the individual returning. But in this particular case, let's say we want to assign this table to someone, and then how many of it was it? And the quantity that was assigned, just one, because we have just one here. It happened this day. Communicate because of my screen. Okay. So assigned to, if it's a staff in the company, you have them here. So assigned to anybody. If it's a client, let's say a client undertaking a contract, so this will assign to the individual. I don't have clients here. If it's for a particular project, you can also specify that. Then if the person is a total external individual, you can also enter the person's name. So I'll choose this option for now. So this table was assigned to the electrician, and his name is let's say his name is David. So it was assigned to David. David Maker. At least if there are many Davids, I will know particular David. So expected return date. This thing is expected to be returned back to the office on the 27th. Now I can add notes to give this a more understandable summary. So after everything is done, I create this transaction. Okay, so that's how you create transaction. Now when I come back to items here, let me quickly show you something. You see that table available quantity is now 0 because we had one, you assigned it out, and it is out of stock. If it is returned back, you will see it displayed. So everything is automated. Now next, which we will just explain in brief, this is inventory and this is finance. So under finance, you can create cash book, petty cash, sales book, purchase book, and account receivable, all these things, and you have a general ledger that show you a summary of your transaction, your financial transactions in the company. So total debit, total credit, net amount, and all these rely on the individual transaction tables that or sections that you are provided data to. So depending on what I've had here, petty cash, in my cash book, in my petty cash, my sales book, and everything is summarized in the ledger. So moving forward, we look at how to manage staff. So I have none here, but you can create entry for your staff. You can have all the information here: guarantor, bank details, ID card, everything. You can create this stuff. You do the same for all your staff, even your maybe people that you employ and they are not maybe part of your internal staff. You can still have a special table for them, depending on how you want it customized for your business. But it's very easy to manage your staff, your employee using ADMAN. You can always view their information. You can update their employment status. If they are, for instance, this particular individual is active, if it is if the person is person's contract is terminated, you can always specify all those here. Then we also have tax. Most companies managing tax is very difficult. So here, as a business owner, you can see the total tax. You can see people who are spending tax, the completed tax. So you can, with this, you can check the performance of your staff, your employee, because yeah, you can always come here as the admin. Let's say this is your business and you are the admin. You can always create accounts for your staff members. So you come here, you create a user for your account. You create a user for your account, their name, their email. You create a password which they can update. So you can either make them admin or super admin, but it's better to keep them as admin so that you have more control. You can delete anybody. So once you create this person account for this person, then under tax, the person can log in, create tax, which you can supervise. You can have an oversight of what they do. You also can create a tax and assign it to any member of your staff. So usually people have separate tools, separate applications, separate software for just tax management. But you can imagine with ADMAN, you can do all these things which on a normal day you run with different tools, different applications, different payment. But with ADMAN, even if your business require more extended tools, ADMAN can provide just what you need. So that's why earlier I stated that the ADMAN is not limited to what you find here. It can always be extended if your business demands another kind of operation that is not stated here. We can introduce that into your business. So the demo is already very long, so I believe we'll stop here. But this gives you an idea of what you can do with ADMAN. The most important thing is that this data remains with you. It doesn't go to any other person because it is built and deployed to your own server. So everything remains with you. You can scale, you can expand your operations on the ADMAN dashboard, and also you can customize it to carry your business logo, your business name, and everything. So with ADMAN, all your staff members can be collaborating, working together, sharing information, and the rest. So basically, that is how ADMAN has come to help businesses manage information and activities better. If you have any question, you can always reach us at info@rastodecltd.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you need more extensive demo on areas I didn't touch, we also have time for that. So thank you very much for your time, and have a wonderful day.